Teruwan Sannai, everyone. In the previous weeks, we looked at a few things. In the first week, I think we looked at Anichcha, Dukkha, Anaththa. And then in the second week, we looked at the Ashtanga Marga, the eightfold path. And we understood how, when one comprehends Dhamma, how the person walks the path and get to Samma Samadhi. Then in the third week, I think we discussed about the doctor, which is Lord Buddha, who preached the Dhamma, which is the script or the prescription for the disease, and what we should be doing with the prescription rather than reading the prescription or reciting the prescription from top to bottom on a daily basis. We should try and take the medicine and then get rid of the disease. So this week we are going to discuss about how to live the day-to-day life after comprehending Dhamma. So what we should be doing on a day-to-day basis, basically, on a practical level. There is a sutra called Maha Sathipattana Suthraya. In that sutra, they talk about it's mainly about the Anapanasathi. The Anapana, when I say Anapana, the current meaning, or most of the people think it's to do with the inhaling and exhaling of the air or the breath. It's actually much more deeper than that. It's not just the intake and the output, or it's not the inhale and the exhale. It's not about the air, because by concentrating or focusing on air, you can't achieve Nibbhana. Nibbhana has nothing to do with air, because Ragakkayo is Nibbhana, Dveshakkayo is Nibbhana, Mohakkayo is Nibbhana. So in order to get to Nibbhana, you need to get rid of the raga, the attachments, the desires, the lustfulness, and you need to get rid of the hatred, and you need to get rid of the delusions. So the actual meaning of this asasa and pasasa, the inhale and the exhale, is what you intake as a person and what you exhale and what you should be exhaling as a person. So once you understand the Dhamma, you get to know what you should be taking in and what you should be not taking in or exhaling. In terms of taking in, Dasa Punya Kriya, there are 10 called the Dasa Punya Kriya: Dana, Sila, Bhavana, Apachayana, Veya Vacha, Patidana, Pattanumodana, Dhamma Shravana, Dhamma Desana, and Dittiju Kamma. So those are the 10. So focusing on those, doing those merits are what we should be doing. And in other words, on the other hand, we should be getting rid of all the Dasa Akusal, the 10 immoral activities. So the 10 immoral activities are Panatipata, Adattadana, Kamesu Michachara, Musavada, Parusavacha, Pisunavacha, Sampappalapa, Abhijja, Vyapada, Mithya Ditti. In one of these clips, in one of these weeks, I will explain these Dasa Punya Kriya and Dasa Akusala in further detail, but for now these are done in 3 levels, as in the mind, body and speech. So the last 3, Abhijja, Vyapada and Mithya Ditthya, are done through the mind. Abhijja is the strong attachment, Vyapada is the hatred, and Mithya Ditthya is the incorrect understanding of Dhamma, or the Dasavastika Mithya Ditthya, which I explained in the last, I think in the last or the week before. And from the words Musava, the lying, the Parusavacha, the swearing, and talk in unnecessary things, such as bad about people and things like that. And then in terms of the body, it's the pranagata, the killing, adattadana, the stealing and sexual misconduct, is the kamesa michachara. So preventing these are the prasvasa, or what you should be letting go, or what you should be exhaling. So this is what we should be doing. So let's look at how we do things. So they talk about when you're walking in the sutra, in the Maha Sathipattana Suthraya, they say, this is not the right meaning, but what they say is, when you're walking, you need to focus on walking. I am walking, I am walking. When you're sitting, they say you need to focus on sitting. I am sitting, I am lifting my hand, I am putting my hand down, I am breathing. Actually, what needs to be done is not thinking about what we are doing. What needs to be done is we need to be thinking about why are we doing. So in terms of, if you're going to walk, why are we going on this walk? Are you going towards doing good, or are you going towards doing bad? If you're going to hit somebody, you should prevent it. Why are you raising your hand? Are you raising your hand to give some alms? Then it's a good thing. If you're raising your hand to hit somebody, it's not a good thing. So these are things that you need to understand, and this is what you need to be doing. So you need to focus, but you need to focus on why you do these things. Before you open your mouth, you need to think why you are trying to open your mouth. What are you trying to say? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? If you're trying to say something good, then you say it. If you're trying to say something bad, don't say it. So that's what we need to be looking at, and that's what is necessary to be done. So this is what the actual Satipatthana means, and this is what the actual Satipatthana is about, which you need to understand. Another thing is, we all get angry. So when we get angry, sometimes we go to the next level, sometimes we smash things, we swear. So we go to the next level, or we tend to go to the next level. So how do we avoid this? So what we need to do is, we need to know what we are doing. We need to be mindful. We need to be focusing on the activities that we are doing currently. So we can only focus on now. So we just focus on what we are doing at the moment, and then we think about it. Say if you get angry for some reason, you need to understand why you're getting angry. Imagine you got angry and you did something bad, but at least you realized it afterwards. But now next time, when you get angry, you need to try and realize it a little bit sooner rather than later. So now the next time you realized after maybe 5 minutes, but the first time you realized after one day, you realized on the next day because you were so angry, you didn't even think about it till the next day. But now you realized after 5 minutes. And the next time you should try to realize at the time. Now the next time you realize just after 30 seconds. But it's still late. Now you need to try and improve that. Now the next time you realize as soon as you get angry. Now you don't take action, but you're burning inside. That's fine. Sometimes you probably say something, but you don't do anything. The first 2 times maybe you did something. You smashed something, maybe you hit somebody, I don't know. But the third time now you are swearing, but you're not doing anything. Now you need to start thinking about stopping swearing. Now the next time you stop swearing after 1 minute. And then you improve that to the next level where you don't swear, but you're burning inside. Your mind is burning. That's fine for now. Now you need to start improving that. Now you need to actually think about this. When you get to this level, you need to understand the Anichcha, Dukkha, Anaththa. Go back to Anichcha, Dukkha, Anaththa. Did I actually understand the Anichcha, Dukkha, Anaththa? Did I comprehend Anichcha, Dukkha, Anaththa? What am I trying to do? So if I really understood the Anichcha, Dukkha, Anaththa, that means we are trying to keep the world the way we want, basically. So say for example you're trying to control the world. You're trying to control someone. You're trying to control things. You want this person to be like this. So you don't want this person to be like this. You're expecting something from this person. You're building a wall against around that person, saying, okay, this person has to be like this and this, and this person can't be like this and this. So if that person acts beyond the walls, then you get angry. So if this person does something that you think shouldn't be doing, you get angry. So what you are trying to do is you are trying to control that person. You assume that you have the control, whereas you don't. There's no control. You cannot control anyone. You can't control anything. So it's a delusion that you had. So you got angry because you had a wrong view. So you need to correct your view. It's where the problem is. It's like you getting angry when it goes dark in the night. You're saying, no, I don't like this arrangement. Whether you like it or not, it gets dark in the night. That's how it is. So you have to live with it. You have to learn to live with it. So that's exactly what happens. So as the sooner you learn to live with it, the better, and the more peaceful it becomes. Otherwise, you get angry, you worry, you suffer. But it's going to be like that. It's like trying to rearrange the seasons. You say, I don't like winter. Tough. That's how it is. You need to live with it. Similarly, you can't do anything about the external sources. That's how they are. So you need to try and understand the world as it is and live like a Arahatun or an enlightened person. So they understand how the world is. They don't suffer. There's no suffering. They know that's how it is. So they just let it be the way it is. They don't try to control anything. We try to control things. We try to control our wife. We try to control our husbands. We try to control our kids. We try to control our things around us. When we come home, we expect the sitting room to be in a particular standard, the bedroom to be in a particular standard, the kitchen to be in a standard that you want. But when they're not like that, you get angry. You expect food to be there, maybe on the plate, dishes to be washed. But they don't happen the same way you think or you expect them to happen. So that's when you get angry. So the more you understand the reality, the less problems, the less worries you'll have, the less sufferings you will have. So this is the most important thing. So just focus on your mind, what it's trying to do. If it's trying to control something that is uncontrollable, and then if it's trying to do any other moral activities, and then if it is trying, just stop trying to do any moral activities, because that's not the way, that's not the path. Once you get onto the path, and then once you start walking the path and try stopping the immoral activities, and then try not to control the world, then the peace will come to you, and you will feel the inner peace. You will see the tranquility, you will feel the tranquility. So this is where we start walking the path peacefully without any problems. I'm not saying there won't be any problems. There will be problems no matter what, because we have done things in the past lives, so they come as vipaka. There's nothing we can do about it. There are things that, say for example, someone comes and slaps you. What does that mean? You probably have slapped him or her so many times before in the previous lives. So tough, live with it. There's nothing you can do about it. You can do something and create an abhisankara which will affect you more in future. So you can slap back, which means that you're creating another sin on top, so that this will come back again. You don't want to do that. You just let it go. It's happened now. That whatever that person did is going back to that person, not to you. But if you do something, that'll come back to you. So as long as you stop from there without taking it further, you're okay. What happened has happened now. There's nothing you can do about it. It's no point in creating further problems about it. The best thing you can do is stop it now. At least it doesn't, drag even further. So I think you got some kind of understanding about how to walk the path on a day-to-day basis. The most important thing is keep your focus, be mindful of what you're doing. When you try to do something, before you open your mouth, before you start saying something, before you start doing something, think of it and see if it's helping you towards the path or if it's pulling you down the other way, away from the path. If it's something that's pulling you down away from the path, prevent doing that. If it's something that's going to help you towards Nibbhana, then do them. There are 3 types of things that we do. They're called Pranitaham, Madhyamadaham, and Pranitadaham, Madhyamadaham, and I can't remember the other word, but I will let you know if I remember. So Pranitadaham are the ones that are Dasa Kusal, or in other words Dasa Punyakriya, or the merits, the good things. These you should be focusing on. On a day-to-day basis, we do these things. Say dana, giving alms, sila, making sure you stay away from the dasakusala, and then bhavana, meditation, then listening to Dhamma, preaching Dhamma, things like that. So these things you should be focusing more on. And the next thing is Madhyama Dham. The third one is actually Hina Dham. The Madhyama Dham are the day-to-day normal things that you do. Say eating, sleeping, going to work, doing your day-to-day stuff, cleaning, maybe brushing teeth, things like that. They don't add any value towards the path, or it doesn't take you away from the path. So those are things that you have to do as a human. Duties, responsibilities. So those things are fine to do. There's no problem in doing that. The Hina Dham are the 10 immoral activities. You need to avoid the Hina Dham. So this is what you need to focus on. Is this a Hina Dham? If it is a Hina Dham, the things that are dragging you away from the path, you avoid them. Those are the 10 immoral activities that we discussed. If it's something that's normal, if it's something that has to be done, then there's no problem in doing those. And the pranidham, the things that will help you take you towards the Nibbhana, you need to be doing more and more. So that's where the focus should be. I think this might have helped you get in some kind of understanding as to what to be done on a day-to-day basis in order to walk this path. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them so that I can answer them. And then if you want me to discuss a topic, or if you have a question, maybe I can start with that question and continue the next topic. Please feel free to do that, and we will see you again in a week's time. Teruan Sannai.